Once again, I would like to invite Nighat Awan. Nighat is going to tell you about Allama Mashriqi Trust. I'm sure Allama Mashriqi does not need any introduction. There are a lot of things going on under the umbrella of Allama Mashriqi Trust, and who can be the best person but the ambassador of Allama Mashriqi Trust. Nighat has been the chief guest MC for many occasions, and I hear that she is going to be the MC in Bollywood next month. Well done, Nighat.
Well, I think who we should have to really the inauguration of this trust is have the great-granddaughter, Amani, to say a few words, which is quite a few words, but very inspirational, because I've heard her speech. So I'd like you all to give her that real respect, a hearty applause, and listen to what she's got to say, and I will take over after she has come on. Amani, please come and inaugurate the trust. Thank you.
Good evening, Assalamu alaikum. I myself moved to Pakistan a few years ago with my family in order to learn about our almost forgotten culture, religion and customs. Over there I saw with my own eyes that life there, outside the luxurious homes, was much more different and could be difficult, especially for the women and children. The poor were beyond poor and the country was a state. One would see the smallest of children running on the streets, pleading for money while burning their feet. Many were homeless, had no family, were starving and were ill. Seeing these things changed our lives. Compared to what I saw, one would think that these conditions couldn't possibly get worse. However, they did and have. Just imagine how the people now even poorer than before, in Sawad feel, how they live and survive. Reasons such as these are why my mother and grandfather opened a charitable trust in Pakistan. However, why they chose the name Allama Mashriqi is so that people remember his almost forgotten name and contributions to Pakistan, and so that good deeds in Sawad go to his name. I'm sure many of you here tonight would be wondering, who is Allama Mashriqi? And indeed, who is Allama Mashriqi? And why is it so that my mother and grandfather worked tirelessly in order to revive his honoured and respected name? I am Aini Khan, I'm the great-granddaughter of Allama Mashriqi. I must admit, up until a couple of years ago, I myself did not know who he was, or of his many contributions to our great country Pakistan, let alone the world. All I knew was that I had a great-grandfather named Allama Mashriqi, and that he was important. Why he was important, I shall share with you today. Allama was a name that was bequeathed to him by the Egyptian government. Allama Mashriqi itself means a man of letters from the East. He was born on the 25th of August 1888 and passed away in Lahore, Pakistan on the 27th of August 1963. He was called a born genius. Was this because of the fact that he passed his first MA degree at the mere age of 16 from the FC College of Lahore, Pakistan, breaking all the previous records of that school? Or was it because of how he again broke all previous records of the Cambridge University by doing another MA degree at the tender age of 18? He broke all previous records in the Cambridge University in subjects such as mathematics and many others, and was renowned in history as an academic genius. Allama Mashriqi was also the founder of the Khalsa Tehrik, or the Khalsa movement. He came from an aristocratic family, which was also much respected and well known. Allama Mashriqi was a scientist, mathematician, scholar, philosopher, as well as a political leader and now a role model too. Amongst these things, he was also a big reformer. His contributions towards humanitarian projects were of many as well. One of his biggest contributions was quite brave, and in my eyes, a great-granddaughter's eyes, quite the heroic. What he did compared to what people do nowadays almost seemed unreal, unbelievable. He actually contributed all of his wealth, that included his royalties, which were given to him from the sale of the 100 books he himself wrote, not to his family or his friends, but instead to his students, for the benefit of them. This was indeed a great endowment. Mashriqi had been offered knighthood by the Queen, which he honourably refused, and was the Under Secretary of the Government of India. He wrote and sold 100 books, and also wrote the world-renowned Tazrika, for which he was also nominated the Nobel Prize Award for. He has been remembered and honoured greatly, not only in the memory of many, but also in the Great Guinness World Book of Records for his renowned achievements. Not to forget that he created a trust for his students, for the benefit and goodwill of his students, especially in the mathematics in which he was best at. This is why my mother, Nina Khan, and grandfather, Inayatullah Khan, had the earnest desire to follow in his footsteps and to do something in honour of this great man. They wished to continue reformatory projects, which thus led to the idea of the Allama Mashriqi Charitable Trust. This is a charity trust on which they have been working ever so hardly on for the past couple of years in Pakistan. Auntie Nighat will now tell you about the Allama Mashriqi Charitable Trust in more detail. Thank you for listening to me, and good evening.
Thank you very much. I think I'll tell you after we've all eaten, because I think you'll be more comfortable then. I'm going to pass you over to the MC. I think that we'll tell you all about this. It's amazing what Nina has created. It was in her apartment in Lahore when she called me over and told me all about it. So it's very exciting and it's very real. And she's using people. That's what it's all about, helping people. So I'm going to pass on to your MC now, because I think if Lara's about to open our fast in a good few minutes, and I'll pass over to the MC and I will tell you more about it after dinner. Thank you.